Good afternoon. My name is Hyunchul Choi. I'm in charge of a small and medium OLED display unit of LG디스플레이. Today, I'd like to talk about exploring the evolution of displays in the AI age. The display used to be a passive screen that we simply looked at, but it is transforming into something far more profound. A window of interaction between humans and AI. In the past, we watched the display. Now, the display is beginning to watch us, to see, to understand, and to respond. It is moving beyond the screen, becoming what we might call cognitive interface, a window of interaction between humans and AI. I hope this time helps you to reconsider the meaning and the roles of display in the AI age. Let us begin this journey together. AI, artificial intelligence, this word is clearly one of the most frequently heard terms today. It seems like AI is now everywhere, such as semiconductors, life science, and healthcare. It slowly but surely finds its ways into every moment of our daily lives. Let's quickly look at the directions of AI innovation. In the early stage, AI started as a cloud-based. It was powerful, but latency and privacy concerns were the obvious trade-offs due to the distance. So, on-device AI is being released recently. Intelligence that fits right in the palms of your hand, ready to offer personalized and private interactions whenever you need them. And the next step is ambient AI, intelligence that's always present, sensing context, and responding, sometimes even before you realize you need it. Let's take a look at the opportunities in AI age. The spread of AI-powered devices is driving a tremendous increase in demand for sensors, processors, and displays, and other components. Sensors and cameras will need to capture the world with greater precision. NPUs and GPUs will have to continuously improve in performance because they aim to replicate human brain. Displays need to be more refined and diverse than before for AI's accurate response. These images shows the environments where AI is applied, from smart home to healthcare in the future. In all areas, display will serve a key interface connecting humans and AI. I want to ask you, are you ready to grab these incredible opportunities? Now, it is interesting to take a look at how displays have evolved over the past 100 years. I want to focus on one clear trend. The physical distance between people and their screens has been getting closer and closer. Once we watched a large screen far away in a public theater. Then the television moved into our living rooms, PCs onto our desks, and smartphones into the palms of our hands. Today, AR glasses bring the display directly into our sights. Closing that physical gap has been a clear trend, but just because something is physically close doesn't mean we immediately feel close to it. The bottom line is about the depths of interaction. With AI advancing, displays no longer just screens just sit close to us. Displays are now personalized companion that understands our needs. Our smartphone shows us our schedule and the weather before we even ask. Our watches quietly checking on us, sensing our heartbeat. And it doesn't stop there. With the power of AI, displays are beginning to respond to our emotions and how we feel. This evolution begins to close a psychological gap, not just a physical gap. Now, we are entering an era where humans and AI can learn to understand and even empathize with each other. This transformation couldn't be described simply by a technical development. With the advancement of AI, the display has become a cognitive interface, a window where humans and AI meet and communicate. When we discussed displays previously, we often mention their specifications. However, what's important is not the specs themselves, but understanding displays as a tool for communication. What truly matters is how we can communicate with AI in a seamless way. This communication evolution unfolds in two perspectives. First, how we communicate. This is about user interface evolution. Second, spatial structure evolution. This is about where we communicate. Now, in this chapter, let's take a closer look at how communication is evolving through two distinct perspectives. At first, let's turn our focus to the user interface. The user interface evolution tells the journey of how we communicate with the technology. First came with the buttons. We followed the machine's rules, pressing the right one in the right order, and the display simply showed the result. Then, in 2007, the iPhone multi-touch screen changed user interface remarkably. For the first time, users could tap, swipe, and pinch directly on the screen for interaction. It gave us more freedom over the interface, but still, touch was bound by rule-based interactions. Now, with the advancement of AI and sensor technologies, those rules are beginning to fade. Without direct command, systems can recognize and respond to our subtle gestures, our gaze, even the tilt of our hands. A VR set knows where you are looking. A smartwatch senses the motion of our wrist. The display is evolving into smart sensory organ with integrating sensors, meaning a shift in communication from machine-centric to human-centric. The next step of interface evolution is reading our intentions and consciousness before we act. EMG sensors can detect muscle signals in the wrist, predicting users' intentions. Visual technology goes even further, analyzing brain waves to interpret our emotions and cognitive states, delivering hyper-personalized responses. Display should be responsible for expressing AI-interpreted intentions and emotion accurately. That is, display must express them with precision and even emotional understanding through high resolution and wide color gamut. In the age of AI, the challenge for display is no longer how to show, but how to express. We have discussed the user interface change, which makes display more responsible for the AI age. Now, I want to mention about where these user interfaces are experienced. In communicating with many environments and places, I've thought about two aspects of space structure evolution. First is regarding physical form evolution. This is located along the x-axis. Once displays were started as flat screen, now they are breaking their physical boundaries, folding, sliding, and stretching through form factor-free technology ready to exist anywhere in a space. Second is regarding visual depth. This is located along the y-axis. We no longer want our imagination confined within 2D boundaries. Instead, we want ideas to spread in both reality and virtual space. VR and RFD can create a fully immersive virtual world, while AR, XR, and transparent displays can project real-time, personalized information directly into our physical world. Displays are evolving beyond the flat screen into a number of various forms that seamlessly connect the virtual and the real. So far, we've discussed how displays should evolve in the age of AI through user interface and spatial structure point of view. I'm sure everyone in this room are display experts. Question is, what should we do to make this evolution real? And there's one more thing we can't overlook. For AI-driven evolution to continue, sustainability must be taken seriously. With that in mind, let's dive into each technology requirement. First, let's talk about technologies about user interface evolution. To enable gestures, eye-tracking interactions, displays need to be integrated with the sensors. In the near future, we may no longer touch a screen at all. AI will simply follow our gaze or read our gestures. This trend is critically increasing the needs for under-display technology along with the full-screen display trend. And it won't stop today's cameras. More sensors, like IR sensors and organic photodiodes, will be seamlessly integrated on the display. As AI evolves to recognize our intention and consciousness, this display will move beyond simply showing information. What matters then is how precisely they can express our intentions and emotions. That's when the display fundamentals, such as high brightness, high resolution, and high color accuracy, return to the center stage. Reaching higher brightness means more than just optical structures for light extraction. It also calls for optimizing OLED tandem designs, as we've seen third and fourth generation white OLED. And for even higher resolution, we'll need process innovations beyond today's limited resolution. Now, let's move on to technologies for spatial structure evolution. The physical form of a display is moving toward a form factor-free design, which will take on different shapes and adapt to spaces and user intentions. For slidable displays, we need hidden to visible technology, so screens appear when only needed. For stretchable displays, we need transformable technology, so screens can freely expand and contract. And in the future, the ultimate form factor-free display will be emerging in the robots, where displays are built into the body of physical AI, serving as natural, intuitive interfaces between humans and machines. The evolution of the spatial structure, display structure, is more than change in physical form. It's fundamentally redefining the relationship between the physical and the virtual world. Micro-display-based VR and AR technologies are blurring these boundaries, amplifying visual depths and immersive experiences. In VR, fully immersive 3D environments demand high PPI and high frame rates, making OLEDs a suitable technology. In contrast, AR overlays information directly onto the physical world, requiring lattice displays with high luminescence and high PPI. The evolution of visual depth is not limited to VR and AR. Displays are also moving toward rendering 3D experiences directly within the physical space. Light field display technology, when combined with AI-driven eye tracking, can convert traditional 2D contents into natural 3D views. This requires high-resolution displays and accurate pixel-level optical design. Meanwhile, holographic displays aim to move beyond the flat screen, projecting 3D information directly into the real world in full spatial form. So far, we have discussed what display technologies to be needed for the age of AI. But alongside advancing technology, we must also ask, how do we sustain this evolution for our next generation? I see sustainability in three aspects: ethical, technological, and environmental. First, ethical. AI learns to understand our health condition and even emotions. Therefore, sensitive information will appear on displays more often. Displays must be able to selectively reveal or conceal content depending on the situation. Next, technological. For AI to be a constant companion, displays must utilize ultra-low power technologies to interact with us all the time. Lastly, environmental. For sustainable planet, we must adopt responsible technologies. Eco-friendly materials and cleaner manufacturing are no longer optional. They are essential standards we must uphold together. Now, let's take a closer look at each aspect of sustainability in detail. As we discussed earlier, AI has become better at understanding our emotions and conditions. This means sensitive and personal information is more likely to appear on displays. No one likes their personal information to be exposed. This is where SPM, switchable privacy mode, comes in. Paired with AI-based eye tracking, it can detect when someone is looking and selectively show content only to the intended user. The same concept applies in automotive, which are rapidly becoming entertainment spaces. Here, SPM can block distracting visuals from the driver, turning privacy technology into a safety feature. As on-device AI grows more powerful and more resource-consuming, something has to offset the energy demand. And yes, unfortunately, display will take much of that responsibility. I think we are in a hurry. I want to introduce one of our answers, blue phosphorescence tandem molar technology, designed to reach 100% internal quantum efficiency. This has the potential to improve power efficiency by around 15% compared to current display structures. Finally, all display innovations must accompany with harmony for a sustainable planet. Technological progress should be always go hand in hand with environmental responsibility. LG Display has been actively implementing a wide range of eco-conscious initiatives, including recycled materials, carbon reduction, and resource reuse. As a result, in the February 2025 ESG assessment, LG Display were ranked in the top 1%, recognizing our value as a sustainable display company. Up to now, we've explored how AI is driving the evolution of displays and the key technologies that will make this possible. The future of displays are navigated by these three aspects: user interface, spatial structure, and AI sustainability. To achieve all these technical goals, OLED remains the core technology driving this evolution, with micro-LED also emerging as a potential candidate. In the past, the display market has grown with each new technology platform, from CRT to LCD and to OLED. I don't agree, but some say that in recent years, the display industry has lost some of its driving force. But that's about to change. The evolution of displays powered by AI is set to create new growth opportunities and bring a fresh wave of momentum for our industry. Perhaps the most important question we must ask in the age of AI is not what technology we build, but why we should build it and for whom. Ultimately, it's a question of humanity. Now it's time to reimagine the display industry empowered by AI and inspired by humanity. Thank you for your kind attention.